That is, it is an event to invite our distinguished alumni, Mr. Varun Kumar, software engineer, technological private and limited Bangalore, to give the talk on the web development. On behalf of our department of CSE, Kare, I welcome the resource person. This is the first information, and next one is the profile. That is the profile of the our alumni. He is working as he is a software developer in the Leech Pitch Technological Private Limited, Bangalore. He works in an organization to use the Scrub in product development. He is having the strong foundation in React JS and React Native and HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, and jQuery, and and HeroQ, WordPress, and Google Analytics. And he had a touch with Adobe Photoshop editing and animation. And he had some management activities in our KLU campus diaries. That is my college diaries, such as Kara ACM Vice Chair, Green Army, and overall coordinator, and NSS coordinator, and Fine Arts Club treasurer, and one of the Fine Arts Club. So that's all about the details of our alumni. Now I hand over the session to Mr. Varun. Sir, please take it.
Yeah. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the session. So today here we are going to know about some of the web technologies that we use in latest startups. Like many startups will be using latest technologies. Are you able to hear me?
Hi. Sir, yes, sir.
Hello.
Sir, yes, sir. Proceed, sir.
Okay. So I am working in Leanfish Technologies Private Limited as a software developer from 1.5 year. And in 1.5 year, I am able to work in front-end tools, back-end tools, as well as in cloud architecture also. Like I am developing websites in React JS and mobile apps in React Native, and back-end architecture using Python and Django. So I have asked few questions before I start the session. So I got the responses for those things. Let me check them. Secure backup software system. This is asked by Ramcharan Reddy. Can you please elaborate that question? Hello. Okay, so let's start the session. Actually, web development will consist of two sides. One is front-end tools and one is back-end tools. So front-end tools means, for example, if we open an application like Flipkart, whatever you are seeing here, the beautiful layouts and structure of this application is done by the front-end tools. Then in back-end tools, like let me show you. You open this website. So whatever the view here, like how it should be aligned and how it should be setted, this all we do using front-end tools. And this data which we are getting, we'll be getting from a back-end structure. So basically, the web development in front-end tools will be having like the basic front-end tools will start with HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Right, these are the basics. But if you want to come advanced in these technologies, then the advanced technologies are Bootstrap, Core, React JS, Angular JS, and some other technologies are also there. Like you can even develop the front end application using Python also. And in backend tools, you will be having uh, you can do with Node.js. And like basically, it will start with Java, then JavaScript, then you can start like MongoDB, then Node.js, and so the interlinked relation between these two things can be combined by uh, like API calls. You use Express.js or AWS tools. Like these are the examples for them. So in order to start, I think many of you people will be watching videos and those all things. But I suggest you to go to actually in this session I don't want to teach you programming, because if I take the programming concepts, each and every concept, then I think you can't get more knowledge in this session completely. I am here to help you, like in what ways you can learn the technology so that you will be starting on it. So in this Prograde website, you will be having all the basics. Like if you want to learn on Ruby on Rails, Ruby on Rails also comes under backend architecture. Then JavaScript, Python, jQuery. These all, they have many courses here actually. Like you can start it within a 1 hour you can complete each course. Like it will be having some lessons, and in it itself you can code and check your technologies also, how much you are good at this. And I think for a developer, Git is very essential for a developer, because in starting of your career, you don't have any place to show your projects other than GitHub. So if a person wants to understand about you, then he will be knowing through your GitHub only. So I request everyone to use GitHub and add your program, whatever the applications you develop there. I request everyone to add in GitHub so that it will be useful for your future placements also. So MongoDB is one of the SQL type of framework. So now in deep, if you want to learn the front end tools, you start with Prograde.
சரி
Then you can also
சரிங்க அந்த மாதிரி நீங்களே அந்த இடத்துல போட்டு விட்ருங்க ஓகே இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் சொல்லுங்க 50 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்
in W3 schools the basics, like for HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Later, if you want to learn React.js, then how you will be learning that? Just go to React.js website. You will be having the documentation. Go through the document completely, and the best thing in this type of documents are you will be having a pet project. You can create the pet project here and you can understand how it is working. So you go to this document. You no need to write these all things. I will be adding here every link and I will be sharing this presentation to you all. So to learn React.js, go through this. Then before you go to the React.js, there is some basic foundation for every developer life. Every developer will be using Bootstrap 4 for writing the code architecture. Like HTML is very basic HTML, but whatever you want to write, that is predefined already in this Bootstrap 4. So if you look at this,
சரிங்க சரிங்க சரிங்க.
So here is the introduction and how to download. Everything will be available,
ஆமாம் சார்.
and you can go to the documentation section. Then
சரிங்க
you can see like how you can create the layouts, how the layouts work. The code will be there here. What is container? Container means what? Then container fluid is what?
சொல்லுங்க
You
சார்.
go through all these things so that
Details
before you
attached.
develop something, you will be having knowledge like how to build responsive websites. Like when you,
Turn
it will fit for all screens. Like responsive website means if you decrease the size, the design will change.
Screen return settings அதான் சார் இருக்கு.
Like it is responsive
Turn and
based on the
caption.
width and height of the window that you have. So these all things you can learn in this Bootstrap documentation.
Settings
And most of the developers will be using this Bootstrap as basic
பார்த்துருவேன்.
foundation.
ஓகே சார்.
So in order to understand Bootstrap, you have to understand the classes and what is this row, column, and these things you will be getting through the knowledge of HTML and CSS. So in the you have the components. It's like we easily build the websites very fast using this Bootstrap technology. Like we don't code these all things, we just take from here. And this alert and alert primary are the classes which have by default HTML and CSS given, and whatever the content you give in this div, it will be shown here. So we take badges like this, alerts, breadcrumb. Then you can see this buttons how we are taking. Like if you write using pure HTML and CSS, then on, over, and these all things you have to write there. So we use this thing to complete the website very fast. Then you have the card. Like here the image will be coming, and here you will be giving some description, those kind of designs. Then you have the carousel. Carousel are just like slides. So in order to be a good developer, this is the basic requirement for everyone. And if I go on writing this code, all things, I think this session will not be enough. So this is how you just have to look at all these things so that you will be understanding how these things work. Like collapse is like when you expand, you will be seeing some data. Drop downs, you have the forms. So these all to beautify the website. This is completely belongs to front end development. Input groups, you have progress bars. Then you have modal. Like when you click here, it will be launching this kind of pop-up models. You will be having. You will be having lot of knowledge. Like you can. And one more beauty of this thing is, if you use by default these classes, the design of this thing also change responsively. Like most of the parts, it will be responsive. See, the screen gets increases. This small button will become big. So this is how we create. If you, as a developer, if you want to start without Bootstrap, then I think you have to write a lot of code, and it is as simple like just this much of data. So use Bootstrap for developing. Like go to the documentation of Bootstrap 4, just have the knowledge of what all components you have by default and what all you can do with this.
சார் சொல்லுங்க சார். ஹலோ சார்.
So I kept this link also. Then you go to, first you learn in progress what all the things are there. Like with 1 hour knowledge you will be getting what all the tools are there. Then you can, if you want to be a front end developer, like actually the course is like full stack developer. Web development instead of web development, I can say full stack developer. Full stack developer is a combination of front end developer and back end engineer, back end developer.
அப்ப வந்து நெக்ஸ்ட் இதுல
So front end developer is like beautifying the website in looks wise. Back end is like what all data you want to get dynamically. Like in KLU registration, if you enter the registration number and password, then you are seeing some data of your own that will be coming from back end. Like in front end, you will be having the API calls, then you will be receiving Like an API call is
Okay,
called
okay. Starting
to the backend, and through the backend we will be going to
Okay,
MongoDB or
okay,
our
okay, sir.
servers where
Okay,
we
sir.
have database.
Okay.
From that database, we will be
Okay.
fetching to
Okay, sir. Okay.
fetching a student and showing the data. Like for
Okay, sir.
example,
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
when the user have a call. So this is a student user. Let's assume as a student. Then he have tried to access KLU portal. Then he will be entering his details, login credentials. Login credentials. Then from login credentials, he will be getting his own data, like his reports. Everything will be available here, user own data. So whatever he is doing here, this procedure will be done by a front-end developer. But the data which is coming inside this one will be given by the back-end developer through the database he have previously. At the database, like some places you will be filling your login details first time, sign up details. So those data will be stored into the database. To fetch the database, you need the backend. The backend calls you will be having through Java or JavaScript or MongoDB or Node.js or Python. Currently, I am using Python, in which specifically Django. So the web developer, full stack developer is belongs to making a entire product. In the entire product, there will be two loops. One is front end and one is back end. So Bootstrap, you get the knowledge in Bootstrap 4, then you start with React.js or AngularJS or any other front-end technology which you are interested. So React.js is used mostly in the places like, it was found by the Facebook company. So it is used, this React.js is used mostly in Facebook, LinkedIn. LinkedIn, then in Instagram. Like now the photos or whatever you are getting, you will be getting in infinite scroll, and they are loaded very fast because of this technology. This is the latest technology that they are using as of now. Infinite scrolling. Like you don't feel like data is coming too late also in these places. So I think you can directly access the Procreate W3 schools. You all know. I'm expecting. Like, then make sure you have the GitHub account. Then to start with Python. Basically, to start as a backend developer, go to the MongoDB documentations. Like this, you can have free hosting also for some time. So you have to choose like docs.mongodb.com. Then you can go for the server thing. Here you have the documentation, how database and collections work, how we can view those things, how we can modify drop behavior, supported operations. Then you have CRUD operations. I recommend everyone to try this CRUD operations first, so that you will be knowing how to create the operation. Like if we have a form here, for example, I want to create new mail, new Gmail. So create a form. So here you are entering some details and confirming password, and you are doing some procedure. This is first step. So this will create a user with one mail account. That is create operation. Then later you are accessing this one just like by logging in, like you are able to log in here. So this is read operation, like whatever reading you are doing here, that will be reading operations. So then update, if you want to update your password or your information, you will be using this update operation. If you want to remove your Google account, then you will be doing delete operation. Like if you want to add manually some multiple users, then you will be using this bulk write or bulk read those things. So you should have the basic knowledge in backend, then you have to start with MongoDB CRUD operations. And if you understand this CRUD, what is create, read, update, delete, then whatever the software you are doing, like whatever the application, like if you even you don't use MongoDB for the database, whatever the database you are using, like AWS database or Django database or whatever it is, you can easily understand because everything will come from this basic thing. So go to the MongoDB manual and do all the operations, but first learn mostly about the CRUD operations, then you can go through query documents and those all things. So for a backend developer, start with those things. So these all start like this for front end. You can also, like if you know one framework like React.js, you can easily understand AngularJS or some other JS things also. Code architecture will be similar, little bit changes you will be having. Then you go through this one, MongoDB. Like for example, if you want to know what is even happening here, for example, I went to the place like webinar recordings. You can see here some networking calls are happening. So let's see this networking call. It is actually like so this is the call. I am requesting through Axios.get. Let us go to Postman. You will be knowing what I am going to do here. So this is the get operation I am doing here. So I am getting the data here. This data I am viewing, like this is y in products. So y in products, where it is? Here it is. So you have the image here, then you have the title here, then you have the author here. So I am getting from this call, I am getting the title, avatar. If there is no image, then I am taking from the Vimeo URL. The video URL will have, every video URL will have one thumbnail. So I am taking that thumbnail here. Then you will be having the practitioner name. Practitioner is nothing but author here. So this is how this data I am fetching from the backend, which was done by the backend developer. Then I am showing it in the front end in the form of cards. So this work is done by the front end developer, and this work, getting the data on sending the request, is done by the backend developer. So and here I have the count 19, but I can see the results of only 8 because see you have only 8 titles, but I am having total count of 19. So for that you have to go to next URL, and here the first one is YY in products. So the next URL will be this one, page 2. So the next page will have product strategy and these things. So these kind of code, like when I click on see more, I am requesting for the next URL. So you will be getting the next URL, product strategy case study. This is how we do. So this is the get call, and you have the post call. Post call is like first time initially when you are updating some data or adding one data. Like for example, in a Gmail account, we are creating one new Gmail account. On click on submit, it will post this message and save the user's data. Like you even put also will work same like that one. Then if you want to delete, you will call for the delete call. So this is how you do. This is Postman. There were we used this Postman to check the calls, how it is working. There were some other alternatives also for this one. Hello? Then you can learn the documentation for Python. Let me clear this one. In backend nowadays, most of the people will use Node.js and Python. When compared to both the technologies, Node.js is faster because that is JavaScript. JavaScript is much faster in getting the data when compared to Python. But why we are using Python means, if we have like machine learning concepts, for example, if we have a bot here and which speaks the thing and it understands what user needs. For example, if I ask, hey Siri, get me play some song. So these all things can be done using Python machine learning concepts, which we cannot do in Node.js. So it is the company's decision, like whether if they have machine learning or AI technologies to implement it here, then they use the Python. If not, Node.js is the best option. Like in the use case of this one, Node.js will be better option when compared to Python. So you have to choose which technology you want to learn. So if you want to learn Node.js, just go to the Node.js documentation. Never look into the video, because in the docs you will be having a lot of knowledge than what the video tells. You will be understanding the basics, as well as you will be having the, you'll also have the, what we say, like all the basic concepts you will be getting, and you will be having the pet project here, so that you can create the pet project and you can understand all the operations. But in videos they will be saying all the data what they have known. So better to go through these docs in an order. So you can go to Node.js docs if you are starting. If you are doing Python, then you can also go to the Python documentation. If you feel this documentation is difficult to understand, like if you understand the Java and JavaScript very properly, then it is like hardly you can learn this documentation within 2 weeks mostly. Python. You can go to the beginner's guide, you can go to the advanced topics slowly, and for a time being you can learn in W3 schools, as well as there is one more website. So this program is, there will be one website like programs. So this is also having It's like easily you can learn Python, which you need mostly here. Like you will be having getting started, keywords, identifier, statements, how to write everything. This website also I preferred a lot. It helps me in learning the code fast. So or you can go to this one. Then for this API call, you can start with Express.js or you can go to Django. Django, if you are using Python, Node.js, then Express. Basically, the full stack developers are of two types. Like one follows one stack, the other follows main stack. Man means Mongo, Express, React, Node. Whereas main means only one change here, Angular. So these are like two developers very easily available. Like everyone will check like either you are a one stack developer or a main stack developer. But you can be the other ones also, like I said. Right now I am a developer like who have knowledge in instead of Mongo, I use AWS technologies.
மேம் சொல்லுங்க மேம் ஸ்டூடெண்ட் தான் ஜாயின் நம்மளும் பண்ணலாம் சார் வாங்க நான் அனுப்பிச்சி வரேன் அதனால இல்லை மேம் பண்ண தேவை நீங்கள் வந்துடுங்க நான் லிங்க் பண்ண அனுப்புகிறேன்
So I use like instead of Mongo, alternative I am using Django. Then for Express.js I am using AWS technologies. Then React.js for front-end, websites. And React Native for mobile apps. Like why React Native for mobile apps means you can easily convert the React.js code to React Native. So you can release the mobile apps very quicker when compared to those Android doing in Android Studio or some other thing. So and backend completely using Python Django. If anyone have any doubts till this part, you can ask me, or we can go for some other topic if you're interested in. These are the latest technologies we are using, and I have told you in what way you can use them. Anyone have any clarifications or anything they want to know about these things? Or if you are doing something else in front end development tools or back end development tools and you have any doubts, you can ask me now. Please unmute yours and then speak out. Or you can do in chat also. Hello?
Students have any doubts now? You may ask, Pa.
Or you want to know further about something
Any other
related?
any other information you want to know? You ask me.
Okay, so there is one question like to get a job in front end development, what we have to learn. So basically, you have to start with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, then Bootstrap 4. These things they will be seeing as a basic requirement because in a working technologies you can learn easily these things if you know these basics. So they can hire you easily. If they have to hire you, definitely then you can choose React.js or AngularJS here. Like there were more opportunities for React.js developers and AngularJS developers in front end development. And there were some old technologies like .NET, but .NET I think most of the companies are getting it to remote because these things are very fast today. So go through these things to become a front end developer till here. Start with Prograde, W3 schools, then go for the documentation in Bootstrap 4. Get the knowledge of how to do the websites. Then you can learn through React.js documentation. Do one pet project, then you put it in Git, then you can show that also. Any other questions? Okay. Or any other topic you want to know elaborately? Bootstrap 4. I also use this cheat sheet because sometimes whatever the code you are writing, this based on this. Let me show you properly. Like, if, for example, I inspect on this. So there is a box shadow for the card here. So in order to add this one, so I am writing this all things. Box shadow. If I remove this, that box shadow will be getting removed. Border radius. You can see a curve here. If I remove this, it will be also go. So in order to do these all things, see, I have the MR4 class, MR-4. If I remove this one, the space in between them will be getting reduced. So I am not writing this code actually. I am just using the class name MR-4. If I put MR-5, then the space reduce same. So these things I am able to do with Bootstrap classes. Bootstrap have by default some classes which give some CSS and view. So if you go to, you can use this cheat sheet when you are doing some activities. Like you don't know the class name, but you don't want to write those things. Like you can have this class name.
Students, any doubts, Pa?
Bootstrap will also come under framework. Like it is like basic thing required for a developer front end technology. Like you can easily to code with the code.
Students, any doubts regarding this program? Okay, any doubts you want to? You can ask me. Pa. Sir is waiting. Anything else? There is a React JS, and whatever you want to ask now, you just ask me. Any other questions you have, you just ask me to sir, Varun sir. Varun sir.
Yes.
I think no other questions, sir.
Then we can end this session. I think.
Okay.
Later, if they are interested, we can have.
Okay, just give the mail ID, sir. If there are any doubts, we can. Sir.
I will provide in this document itself, sir. My details.
Okay. Whatever material you have, we just forward to the group, sir.
So I need mail ID setup. And I am available in LinkedIn or any social platform. You can get connected and ask your queries there also.
Okay, sir. Okay. That is now we come to the conclusion. Okay. So thank you one and all. Sir, thanks for your Mr. Varun sir. Thanks for accepting our invitation without any delay. For giving the recent technique, recent trends in that is web development. We learn more about that. That is MongoDB and React JS, and this is also more useful for us. Okay, suppose I think so. That is the students also may be benefited in front for this lecture. Okay, any doubts regarding that, we will further contact you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, on behalf of our computer science department and HOD and our that is SOC and department. So I thank for your nice presentation. I thank you for accepting our invitation and give the wonderful talk for us. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And I once again I will that is thank for all the participants and the staff members, those who are supporting for us, and also to attend your this webinar session. Make a grand success. Thank you, one and all, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, students. Thank you, sir. Faculty members. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So here is the mural, sir. This one you can directly share to your students. I will be forwarding this to you.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, one and all. Varun, sir. sir. Varun sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, there's a very good response from our faculty side also. Sumati ma'am is also very good, sir, saying like this. Okay, I will collect the feedback and send it to you, sir. No problem. Okay. Yes, also. I record that. Okay. Cut that portion, huh? Okay. Okay, which part I can post to it? Okay. I will cut it. Okay. Okay. That one, the front viewer, that student. Okay. I will cut it. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Oh, sir. Okay. Thank you so much.